Hello Libra and welcome to your September 2023 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that comes in is our Queen of Swords. That's you. And she's upright. So, you're seeing very clearly in front of you. But at one point during the month, things are going to fog up, kind of. And here it is, Seven of Cups. And after, I have the Empress in reverse. So we're talking about old wounds associated with Venus, the mother, unconditional love and abundance, everything that Venus brings. So here, our Queen of Swords is going to be faced with a choice. I have the two of Wands here. Okay, so it's like you're arriving at the beginning of the month at a crossroad, my beautiful Libras. And so here I have the Knight of Wands, King of Pentacle in reverse, with the Five of Pentacle upright. So this is kind of your choice here, okay? And in order to make a choice, we need to see it clearly. What path am I going to take? If I remain, this is maybe my usual state, where parts of me do not feel enough, or have the abandonment of not being part of, or not having my value acknowledged, or always compensating by giving much more than what I receive, being sacrificing ourselves, and so on. Our, good Five of Pentacle. And that would make me here, Knight of Wands, not being, and the King of Pentacle in reverse, that would make me not able to commit, not able to invest in me long term. I can have sparks of ideas, but they do not follow through, because there's a part of me that doesn't value myself enough to actually invest in me. So here at the beginning of the month, you have the clarity of seeing the two paths of either I do things like I've always done them, or I bring my energy in a completely different way. So that's why afterwards we have our Seven of Cups. And this is Venus in Scorpio. So there's our Venus that has a hard time expanding in our 8th house, ruled by Scorpio. That's why I say that. And so this is where we're going to go look at the karmic effect. We're going to go look at, our intimacy, our capacity to, I circulate. What deep down am I holding on to that influences all the cycles in my life? Well, here you're going to have like a tower with a pope. And that is a complete shakeup. And here is the Judgment. A complete shakeup of how you used to be sovereign in your life. The Pope is Jupiter. It's the discernment of Jupiter. It's the capacity to apply what we understand spiritually in our lives, because we understand the principalities and have the sovereignty to bring them above. As above, so below. So here we have our old heartaches that used to probably keep us in our head. Big judgment about it. The Tower. So Tower and Judgment, this is when, oh my God, I'm actually very conscious of my projections. The Seven of Cups is projections. It's not options. It's projections. It's in a cloud. I'm projecting all the possibilities in front of me. But you're the one that has the mastery to make them happen, depending on which one you're investing, focusing, putting your energy in. If I put my energy in this is what gonna be my result. So here, there's kind of, oh my God, a judgment to be pulled on my old beliefs that hurt my heart, so that I can embark in a completely different path. So under our Divine Mother here, we have a bunch of sword, and you're Libra. So that means that there's going to be really this readjustment of your belief, of the way you think, because even if you're really conscious about it with your Queen of Sword, you need your King of Sword to be upright also. Page of Sword, King of Sword. Because the Queen is the perception, but then what is my truth? And how I perceive life, and how I express me in it, and the truths that I believe, they have to work together. And here with the star, there's this readjustment, realignment of old lies that I used to believe. So maybe I won't sabotage myself as much, but I need to understand what is the new truth about how I invest within me, because I love me, because I see my value and my worth, because I trust my inspiration. Let's clarify this for you, my beautiful Libras. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Libras for the month of September 2023. September 2023. So many of you will be at crossroads when you come into the month. And here it's to destroy the illusions or the projections, so that you can really see the two paths. Because what creates your projections here, probably linked to old wounds from the mother, from, from Venus. So maybe because it never was able to be exalted in you. Maybe you did live some abandonment. We all did at different levels, but it's just to try and undo the damages. And that's pretty much what we do for the rest of our lives. But at one point, it becomes easier and easier. And we just fly through it. All right. Let's see the Queen of Sword. Queen of Sword. Okay. All right. So, here we have what we need to take care of. Here is Scorpio, what we need to clean, heal, let die. I have Justice, so it probably, your old injustices, things that were so unfair, that you kept the belief that life is unfair. People are unfair, unjust, and it's you're Libra. So you represent fairness, but you can only experiment fairness when Venus is completely exalted in you, because you're ruled by her on top of it, okay? And here with the Five of Swords, this is when we're using our past disappointments to cut our own legs. Okay? This is Venus in Aquarius. So Aquarius, that is supposed to be here, that is supposed to be, I am releasing everything because I'm in complete faith about what is coming towards me, about what comes from the divine is pure, and I'll be infinitely provided, and that the universe is balanced if I'm balanced. But you experience the opposite. You experience people that did everything to be right, even if that ended up being miserable. So you developed a way to kind of see past this, but from the standpoint of unfairness. And now here, they want you to be able to perceive, yeah, I can be no bullshit queen about what I've experienced, that's for sure. But I need to be able to perceive also the other aspect of life that can be balanced. Let's look at the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so because if not, it puts me in my head when I'm trying to invest into something, because somewhere I'm going to kind of expect it not to function, not to move forward, not to have success in it. And now it's time to have a different kind of experience, because that path is right there in front of you. But you need to be able to, two paths, two truths. They go hand in hand. The twos are in the causal plane. These are the inner decision. When we say causal plane, that means that it's the plane, when we say as above, so below, that's the plane that is, very close to the above. And where we are there, the choices we make, the truth that we have, this will right away be translated above. So here, if the way I bring my energy is like this, and that, that's my truth, that's going to be the result above. It's mechanical. There's nothing that you can pray as much as you want, as long as your truth is a truth of, Five of Swords. Well, if for me, the world is something that can screw me, that will do anything to win. Of course, that's what I'm going to experiment. So you're really at that crossroad, Libras, in the beginning of the month. And all of that will happen is for you to change your core belief. Seven of Cups. Change your core belief. And yeah, see? Page of Wands and Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm not surprised, because when we're in the Seven of Cups, we have a hard time investing ourselves, because the outcomes could be anything. Because we're projecting downfalls as much as, dreams of castle. It's all over the place. We're not like enthusiastically going forward into the unknown. So this is why that tower is probably going to come down, so that your Pope his discernment can be changed, your truth can be changed. What makes a belief? It's an idea, a conclusion, a thought that is backed up by an emotional charge. And when Venus cannot enlighten the waters freely, because there's an old wound in there, that old wound is attached to a conclusion, a thought, a belief. And then it creates chaos of the Seven of Cups. Let's look at that tower with the Pope. So it's discernment that's coming down in a, thunder-like, because your Pope, to readjust your Pope, to readjust your sovereignty over what you live, so that you can finish the cycle, so that you can heal deeply, see the bigger picture here. Judgment on your Tree of Sword. So you can pull a judgment on those, old disappointments that you've been using. Judgment, judgment. So it's really like, oh my God, I see now the old Tree of Swords. See, that guy is using 3 swords to defeat these 2 guys. I see now my beliefs that hurt my heart. I see now the parts of me that hold on to that truth because they've been hurt so deeply. And even if I shove them in my unconscious, now they're coming up to the surface. Because even if I talk of balance, I don't believe it. Even if I understand, like, the logic of it, of how the universe can be balanced, 6 of Pentacles. The universe is generous. Then there's an old side of you that, from the back of your mind, yeah, but not for you. Or, yeah, right, in La La Land, or whatever it is. You haven't embodied that truth because Venus cannot be exalted in you. Let's look at that Venus. Because probably your childhood was really unbalanced. 7 of Swords. But at least it's in reverse. Like we have here, 7 of Swords in reverse. So at the end of the month, you're like, I'm not sabotaging myself anymore. I'm not procrastinating or trying to push forward, but it's still going to be a fight, okay? For some people, it's so easy to invest in them because they're not fighting a 7 of Swords. They're not fighting that, core disempowerment that makes everything like useless before it happens, destroying it before it happens. So here, you're going to fight it, okay? You're going to fight that I'll do the dishes before I embark on my own success or my own happiness or whatever. But you still need that truth that's going to really remove that card. Ooh, okay. That was, I have the Hangman. Because I think in a way you have to look at what caused the beliefs from a different angle, and you'll have to sacrifice it. Okay? So here, the 4 of Cups, this is when we're trying to heal by using that sword of understanding. A sword of understanding that you'll probably get kind of in a download this month. But ultimately, you'll have to sacrifice it. Let's look at here. We have the Star. And the Star, what does she do? She's the water bearer. She throws away the old water. That's what keeps her aligned all the time with her soul's aspirations. She doesn't get stuck in the head. Let's look at, all right, that's what we want. Throwing away the old water will actually, instead of blocking your view, filled with, crazy cups here, you're going to actually be able to perceive what will come towards you, and you'll be able to go towards it like a Page of Wands, like the lightness of enthusiasm towards that new way of bringing your energy. There's a big download judgment this month for you, Libra. But it's going to change the way you think. It's going to change the way you perceive things. It's going to finally allow you to start receiving from the universe. So I'm going to call this big judgment or download, because it's a download in a lightning Pope way after you're going to be completely sovereign after this process. So it's a beautiful gift, a gift of judgment. So, on that, my beautiful Libras, I am sending you all my love and light for the month of September. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, there's a website below. You go in the service and you have all the different readings you can book on the schedule and all of that. Very user-friendly. Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on a new moon and full moon, I ask the universe to give you back. And on this, my beautiful Libras, namaste. All my love and light. And I'll see you next month.